So with the conclusion of the men's doubles, it means we only have one more final to come. It's mixed doubles, the Olympic champions Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei against the only European representatives in today's finals, the Germans Michael Fuchs and Michels. Well, as far as the mixed doubles draw is concerned, the top half was decimated after the first round because 3 of the 4 seeds in the top half lost on day 1. But by quarter-final stage, as you can see, 7 different nations are represented. By semi-finals, 4 different nations are represented. And how wonderful for the Germans to get through to this Super Series tournament final, their second Super Series tournament final, because they were runner-up at the French Open 4 years ago. Well, as far as the destination Dubai list is concerned, win or lose today's final, Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei will go up 1 place from number 2 as they are at the moment, and they will overtake the Indonesians and replace them as number 1. Kawakawa and Matsutomo, who reached the semi-final of the mixed doubles, will come on to the top 10. They will go up 4 places from number 11 at the moment to 7. And also going up are the Koreans, Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na. They were quarterfinalists here. They'll go up to number 4. And the Thai pair of Suket Prakamol and Sara Lee from Dongkan. They lost in the first round here in Japan, which means that they will drop down 1 place, as indeed will the Danes, Pedersen and Fischer-Nielsen. So that's the destination Dubai list after the 5th of the Super Series events after the Singapore. It will all change after this week. Some of the fans just getting some sustenance before the last of our finals this afternoon. It is the mixed doubles, and it features the only European representatives in today's finals. But leading out the 2 pairs are the world number 1s, the Olympic champions and defending champions here in Japan, Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei. And here the Germans, Michael Fuchs, waving to the fans. He's loving every minute of it, and why not? The 32-year-old from Bavaria. He and Michels appearing in only their 2nd ever Super Series tournament final. They've had a torrid time prior to this so far this year, the Germans, but what a wonderful return to form this week in Tokyo.
The finalists in the mixed doubles
2 times they've won this title, not only last year, but in 2010 as well. Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei.
Michael Fuchs, Birgit Michels, Germany.
Michael Fuchs and Birgit Michels of Germany. No German player has ever won a title here at the Japan Open. The last European winners of the mixed doubles here in Japan were Danes, a certain Thomas Lund and Marlene Thompson. Now, happily married, living in Kuala Lumpur, and of course, Thomas Lund is the Chief Operating Officer and Secretary General of the BWF. So 19 years since Europe won the mixed doubles title here in Japan. Can the Germans create history this afternoon? Interesting, Michael Fuchs saying we'll take this end. change of the kit bags before the warm-up period begins. Well, Michels has had her injury problems of late. The German pair had to withdraw from 2 recent tournaments. But let's look first of all at the defending champions. World number ones, defending champions. This their 3rd final of the year. One previous final, that was the Korean Super Series, lost in the final of the All England to the Indonesians, Tantowi Ahmad and Liliana Nasir. So the win-loss record for the year, very healthy indeed. Well, they had problems on their way through to today's final, and their problems came in the quarter-final stage against the 2008 winners of the Japan Open, Mohamed Rajal and Vita Marissa. Dropped the opening game, as you can see. But an hour and 2 minutes after the start of the match, they came through in that tight game, 21-19. Semi-final against Hawakawa and Matsutomo. First ever Super Series semi-final in the mixed doubles for that Japanese pair. And of course, Matsutomo earlier today has won the women's doubles title with Takahashi. But no seeded opposition for the defending champions from China. So to the Germans, the number 8 seeds, their world ranking up 1 place this week to 13 in the world. They were semi-finalists here 3 years ago, so they've enjoyed their time every time they've come to Japan, because this is only their 2nd appearance here. And you can see from their win-loss record for the year, 6-4 translates into 4 previous tournaments, a couple of quarter-finals. And as I was saying, they withdrew from both the All England and the European Championships because of injury problems. But when you look at their results so far in Tokyo, they do look very impressive. Against the 2010 World Junior Champions in the 2nd round from China. In the quarterfinal against the number 3 seeds, Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na, and yesterday in the semi-final against the Hong Kong pair, Lee and Chow, who of course beat in the quarterfinal stage the number 2 seeds, Mr. and Mrs. Adcock. So to our court officials for this last match. And as with all of our finals, neutrality ensured. Iduri Singha of Sri Lanka and Kang Sim Jung of Korea, umpire and service judge respectively. Well, these 2 pairs will know each other pretty well, because this is the 6th time that they are meeting each other. 5 previous occasions have all been won by the Olympic champions. Only once has the Germans even won a game, let alone a match. And 1 time it's been the full distance. Apart from that, Chinese combination have won all other meetings in 2 straight games. So it's a tall order for the Germans, but they have been playing so well this week.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Nan Zhang, Zhao Yunlei, China. And on my left, Fuchs, Michels, Germany. Zhao Yunlei to serve to Michels. Love all, play.
So the defending champions, the Olympic champions, Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, looking for their 3rd title here in the mixed doubles at the YONEX Open Japan. It's a 5th final for Zhao Yunlei. She was winner of the women's doubles in 2008 and beaten finalist of the women's doubles in 2010.
Two, love.
29 years of age, Birgit Michels.
Three, love.
Zhao Yunlei just focusing on her mixed doubles here in Japan. Of course, she's double Olympic champion. Mixed doubles and women's doubles. First player to win 2 gold medals at the same Olympics. Crikey. Fast and furious. I'm not totally convinced that's the sort of tactics that will see the Germans to victory. They won that last rally. I think they need to change up the pace a little. I think the Chinese pair are absolutely superb when it's all very fast and fast pace.
4-1. Five, 1.
32-year-old Michael Fuchs. He's a graduate in sports science. Doing a PhD at the moment about sleep deprivation. He's a very intelligent young man, is Michael Fuchs.
Service over.
Michels serves in the army. Trained as a pediatric nurse. Ooh, that's a great flick serve.
3-5.
Well, I was talking yesterday about how difficult it must be to serve to Zhang Nan because he pounces on the low serve. There, Michels choosing to use the flick, but of course that's desperately dangerous too, because if he does get behind it, he hits down, and then the Chinese pair immediately on the attack, which is what they're not doing.
3.
That's clever play. What a good rally. Gone long.
Eight, 3.
He's so fired up for this, is Michael Fuchs.
Service over.
Why
4,
not?
8.
Good defense. Yeah. It's well played.
5, 8.
Really struggled in the mixed doubles discipline for a number of years, Michael Fuchs. I can remember with the previous partner, he played 10 Super Series events in 2008. 2007, 2008 in fact. And over those 2 years, he lost in the qualifying of all 10 of those
Service
Super
over.
Series they entered.
9, 5.
Since he's formed this partnership with Michels, he has blossomed as a mixed doubles player.
Service over. 6, 9.
Well, extravagant shot to try.
Service over.
Ambitious.
10, 6.
Really off balance as he played that. A 5-point advantage to the defending champions here at the mid-game interval. Stephen Wang, German coach there. Chinese coach from the Germans. Zhang Nan and Liu Yong, 2 coaches for China. Goodness me, how many major medals have they got between them, those 2 coaches?
Eleven, 6, play.
Oh my goodness. Well, careful of those knees. My goodness me, she was crouching
12,
down so low.
6.
Oh, dear me. Did very well to stay in the rally so long. Oh, that'd be me. I don't think I'd ever got up again.
Whoa. 13, 6.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it looked a very awkward defensive shot, but it hit the top of the tape
Service
and
over.
just trickled
7,
over. That's incredible.
14.
determination. Just a little quick word with each other. A little clench fist. Come on, keep in there. Not out of this yet. There. They certainly are not out of this yet. Very early stages.
8-13. Nine, 13.
Good little run here. 4 straight points.
Change the shot. Service over, 14-10. Fifteen, 10.
Reading the third
16,
shot,
10.
Zhao Yunlei. Oh, behind the back. Strike that cross-court again. Fuchs. Well, he looked down at his racket earlier on in that rally, did Michael Fuchs.
10.
But I think it's okay. So after 4 straight points for the Germans, now 4 straight points for the Chinese pair.
Eighteen, 10.
Make that 5 straight points. Was that yes, come on,
Service
from
over,
Michael Fuchs?
11-18.
Speaking English. I know he's studied English so to the level where he could become an English teacher in his home country, but instinctively to call out in English in the middle of a match is, I would have thought, unusual.
Service over, 19-11.
Always landed in. What a great serve. The call had come from Michael Fuchs.
Game point 11. No, Fuchs. Fuchs.
Umpire is having a word with Michael Fuchs.
Wait. Yes,
What'd you call it?
Yeah, the umpire quite right. Players are not allowed to speak to the service judge, that can be perceived as intimidation. And first game point opportunity.
Service over, 12-20.
Still another 8 chances for the defending champions. Yeah, second time of asking, 21-12 in just 16 minutes of play.
21-12.
It's always disappointing, isn't it? A game to end on a service error. Thought that in the final of the men's singles at the French Open. Double fault from Djokovic against Nadal. Nadal winning his 9th French Grand Slam title. Germans change their tactics a little and force
Second game,
Zhao Yunlei
love
off
all.
the net. That
Play.
is considerably easier said than done.
Service over, 1 love.
That's a good return.
Service over, 1 all.
Flat push. There's Fuchs.
Service over, 2-1. Service over, 2 all. Three, 2. Service over. 3 all.
They've got to think about every single shot they're playing. Dangerous to the Germans if they're just reacting rather than initiating what's happening.
4-3.
Forced work at the back of the court there, Zhang Nan. Oh, good judgment. Yeah, that was taken with the drift.
6-3.
What a good serve. Zhang Nan thought about leaving it, then decided to play it. And by then it was far too late. This is a nice little lead now for the Germans.
Service over. 4-7.
Well, in last year's final, the Olympic champions didn't even have to play one single shuttle because they were given a walkover by their teammate, CHN margin. CHN not playing here in Japan this year. I suspect he's on his honeymoon. He's just got married to Pan Pan, former women's doubles specialist.
7.
Having worked so hard to get that lead, that 4-point advantage in the blink of an eye, the advantage has been whittled back to just 1 point. Back level.
7 all.
Well, Chinese don't want the shuttle changed.
It's all room.
Well, 2 Chinese players, I think, claiming that the shuttle had been tampered with by the Germans. Can't say as I noticed that. Interesting that Zhang Nan just said to his partner, don't worry about it. Come on, let's just play on. We're on a roll. Yep, and we certainly are on a roll. 5 straight points to go back into the lead.
8-7.
Oh, my goodness me. Well, the line judge indicated in, then
9,
indicated out.
7.
Totally hesitant. No wonder Michael Fuchs
challenging the line call.
is challenging.
Baseline, left court.
What players don't like is the indecision, hesitation of line judges, which is why they're all so delighted with this new system introduced by the BWF. Yeah, that was in. Good challenge.
Correction in. Service over, 8-all. Service over, 9-8.
No serve is wide of the centre line.
Service over,
One service
9-all.
error followed by another. Well played by Zhao Yunlei.
Service over, 10,
Good defence.
9.
Drove the shuttle back on the backhand defence, and look, she was already moving forward to the net. To the mid-game interval.
11-9.
Olympic champions with a 2-point advantage. Eight of the last 10 points, so the momentum very much with them.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you, coach.
Umpire having a word with Zhao Yunlei. I'm not quite sure what about. Idiri Singha. Sri Lanka, our umpire.
11-9. Play.
Gone wide.
12-9.
11 of the last 9 points now going to the Chinese pair.
Thirteen, 9. In the shot.
It's the trait of champions, isn't it? Being able to produce good form exactly when needed. 10 of 12 points now. Well, the Germans did need to stop that.
10,
there was real
13.
momentum with the Chinese pair. Remember, the Germans have been 7-3 up.
Eleven, 13.
That's a nice idea, but he's just missed it.
Service over. 14-11. Play. Fifteen, 11.
That's perfect. Great placement.
Sixteen, 11.
Time running out for the Germans.
Service over. 12-16.
Well, I suspect it's got to be now or never. They've got to start closing this gap. Otherwise, it's going to be at least 20 years before Europeans win the mixed doubles title here at the YONEX Open Japan once more.
Service over. 17-12. Service over. 13-18.
Needs a good serve here. Michels. Yeah, got it too. Yeah, real effort to keep on the attack there. And that one as well.
14-18.
The umpire telling Zhang Nan to return to court. Oh, the opportunity was there. It was the right idea.
Service over. 19-14.
2 points away from retaining their title. Match points have arrived.
20, match point 14.
Well saved.
Service over. 15-20.
Yeah. Another match point saved.
Sixteen, 20.
Third time lucky. Indeed it is. And a third title here at the YONEX Open Japan for Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei. 21-12, 21-16 in 38 minutes of play. And they retain their title. But what a week the Germans have had.
Match won by Zhang Nan, Zhao Yunlei.
We're looking obviously at the Chinese pair, but I can tell you a very nice touch. Michael Fuchs, despite losing, running to the back of the court to thank his coach for the part that he's played in their performance this week in reaching the final. Well, disappointing that all 5 finals done and dusted in 2 straight games. Well, we have seen some great badminton. This the final point. Lovely cross-court from Zhang Nan. This is the one, he takes it so early, those shots in the mid-court area. And Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, champions once more. So, with the conclusion of that final, we can look at the Destination Dubai rankings, the Super Series rankings. And remember, of course, that the top 10 players in each of the 5 disciplines will get a bonus from the BWF, the Badminton World Federation, for where they finish in this end-of-year ranking. So after the 12th tournament, plus, of course, the top 8 players and pairs in each of these Dubai rankings will go to Dubai for the Super Series finals. But remember, of course, that there is only 2 players or pairs per nation, per discipline. So, of course, Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, as I was saying earlier, will go up from number 2 to number 1. CHN and Ma Jin, well, they not competing here. And I did wonder whether CHN is on his honeymoon because he's just got married to Pan. So, big movers, I suppose, lower down the list will be Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na, Woodianto and Dili from Indonesia. They were the big movers after Singapore. They went up 10 places, having reached the final. So there'll be lots of changes in that Destination Dubai ranking. And next week, we'll have a little bit of a celebration right now for the finalists, and because it is the prize presentation for the mixed doubles. An 18th Super Series title for Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei in the mixed doubles. Yeah, she's pretty happy with that. Why not? So she should be. 5 tournaments this year, 3 finals, a 2nd title to go with the Korea Super Series. Now, the YONEX Open Japan. Well, for those of you, as we wait for the players to come on, that don't know, the Super Series moves on next week to Indonesia, and Indonesia will be the 3rd of the 5 Premier Super Series events, the 7th Super Series of the year in total. So all the top players, the World Badminton Tour, the MetLife BWF World Super Series moves on to Indonesia next week, and then the following week on to Sydney, Australia.
BWF World Superseries in mixed doubles.
Oh, what have you done with your partner? Here he comes. Yeah, you need it.
第3位、早川天一選手、松友美咲選手、日本。
The 3rd place winners are Kenichi Hayakawa,
Yeah,
Misaki
Kenichi
Matsutomo, Japan.
Hayakawa and Misaki Matsutomo. First ever Super Series semi-final in the mixed doubles. What a week it's been for Matsutomo, now champion of the women's doubles with Takahashi.
Germany.
Well, for the Germans, they weren't able to create history this week, and still no German player has ever won a title here in Japan.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But a
the
3rd
winners are
mixed doubles
Zhang Nan,
title
Zhao Yunlei,
here
China.
at the YONEX Open Japan for Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei. Champions 4 years ago, champions last year, and retained their title here in 2014.
贈呈は公益財団法人日本バドミントン協会戸賀能悦子が行います。
The 3rd place medals and the prize money of $3,500 are presented to Kenichi Hayakawa, Misaki Matsutomo by Miss Etsuko Togano on behalf of the Nippon Badminton Association.
So Etsuko Togano, former player, winner of the All England Championships back in 1970. Presenting the bronze medals. Perhaps better known to some fans as Etsuko
次に
Takanaka.
準優勝のマーケル・フックス選手、バージェット・ミシェルズ選手に銀メダル 並びに賞金9500ドル、また副賞としてメットライフアリコ生命のアンバサダースヌーピーが贈られます。
Now, second Super Series tournament final they've been in. Since reaching the final of the French Super Series back in 2010. It's been a great week for Fuchs and Michels, but coming up just shy.
Are presented to Michael Fuchs, Dear Michels, by Mr. Kisaki Hayashida, the Senior Managing Director of YONEX.
So Mr. Hayashida of YONEX company, our title sponsors here in Japan, presenting the silver medals, and indeed just quickly congratulating the other medalists as well.
優勝のチャン・ナン選手、ザオ・ユンレイ選手に優勝プレート並びに金メダル、そして賞金19,750ドルが贈られます。また副賞としてメットライフアリコ生命のアンバサダースヌーピーが贈られます。贈呈は世界バドミントン連盟理事ピーター・タルサラが行います。
So champions once more.
Ladies and gentlemen, now
Zhao
the
Yunlei getting her
championship
medal
plate
first.
and the gold medals, along with
Zhang Nan,
$19,750, together
their
with the
18th
MetLife ambassador
Super Series
are
title.
presented to Zhang
Their
Nan,
third
Zhao
here
Yunlei,
in Japan,
by Mr.
presented by Peter
the
Takala,
chair of BWF Event Committee.
chairman of the BWF Events Committee.
以上でミックスダブルス表彰式を終了いたします。選手の皆さんに今一度盛大な拍手をお願いいたします。
And the medals.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please give a big round of applause to the winners.
Well, all the medalists from the mixed doubles posed for the photographers. What an exciting mixed doubles event it has been. Four different nations in the semi-final stage. It's a very, very healthy situation for world badminton. 7 different nations at quarter-final stage, and the first ever semi-final for that Japanese pair of Kawakawa and Matsutomo. Well, the winners will be asked to do their lap of honour. Now, this is a photograph that the Germans will treasure, even though they've ended this tournament in defeat. To be in the final of the YONEX Open Japan is a wonderful achievement. So that means that all 5 finals have now been concluded. All 5 matches in 2 straight games. 2 titles to China in the women's singles and the mixed doubles. Of course, delight for Japan with the home pair of Matsutomo and Takahashi beating their teammates Kakiwa and Maeda. Lee Chong-wei, well, what an athlete he is. In his 7th Japan Open final, takes his 5th title here in Tokyo. Upset really in the men's doubles with the world champions and defending champions Asan and Setiawan going down to Lee Yong-dae and Yu Young-sung. And as we've just seen in the mixed doubles, the Olympic champions retaining their title. Has been a tremendous week here in Tokyo. Of course, the Super Series tour moves on to Indonesia next week. That's the 3rd of the 5 premier Super Series events. All the world's top players will be there, so will we. I hope you'll be able to join us in Jakarta next week. In the meantime, from all of us here in Tokyo, bye-bye.